you feel alright. Well, it takes two to make a dynamite. Well, it takes two to make you feel alright. Hey, well, now I know. Well, it takes two.
As long as one of them is on here, we ready to rock and roll.
And who was that? Candace or Smoke?
That's Candace.
Hey, Candace, girl. Yes, we were waiting for one of y'all so we can start. Welcome back to another episode of Talks with Tone and Tina. I'm Tone, she's Tina, and we talk about all things trending, baby. How y'all week went? How's your weekend? How's your life? How's everything going? Put it in the comments.
Candace said, I'm here. Hey, beautifuls.
Hey, girl.
Laurel with an S. Hi, Candace.
So she see two bad bitches, so she gotta say hey to mom. We know Candace.
My week, and you said how was what?
Weekend. You had a full week.
Okay, I did. Saturday we did the gospel edition of the game show.
How'd that go?
It went good. It went well, actually. It was actually, in my opinion, the best in regards to like contestants.
Really? They knew that shit, huh?
The contestants knew their stuff. It was the gospel edition. I'm not going to say SHIT. The contestants knew their stuff. And the contestants were very much interactive. Like, I'm not saying that some people are shy, but some people need liquid courage and things like that to lose their inhibitions. The contestants were, to my knowledge, sober. Whenever it was an answer, they sang the answer. They was up there singing. They was unsung.
Okay.
They really did what they needed to do.
So the Holy Rollers gets down.
Yes. They sang, they shouted, we had quite a few pastors in the building. We had two pastors.
Now let me ask you this: did Pastor Street make it?
Pastor Street did make it.
Shout out to Pastor Street, baby.
I don't know if she's gonna be on here, but I was like, Pastor Street, we're gonna need you to be the judge tonight because she knows like all things gospel. And sometimes we will have the script, but hey, Lamont will like refer to the judge like, hey, do they get that point? Can we give it to him or whatever? So I said, Pastor Street, that's going to be you tonight.
And she took the job.
She took the job.
All right, Pastor Street.
And, so it was super cute. It was super nice. And everyone loved it. So it is in high demand for there to be a gospel edition of the game show once a month at least. Because
really?
People really enjoy themselves. And and I heard that the questions were pretty hard, and someone said, hey, can you do the questions easier? I feel like it's not a competition if the questions are easy.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
If you know your stuff, you know your stuff. We're not gonna, this isn't
Is
kindergarten.
Jeopardy easy?
Exactly. This is not the special education version of For the Record.
This is For the Record, the gospel version.
Yeah, so that was that, and so that was the highlight of my weekends overall, and then I've just been working hard for the two upcoming shows that we have this weekend coming up Friday, and we'll get into that later. The 420 friendly show that is on this Friday.
Can't wait for that.
And then on Sunday's show that is a festival of music. Chocolate City Con, a festival in celebration of DC being Chocolate City, and we were invited.
Oh, that's gonna be lit.
To do the game show there over at Easter Market. And how was your week? And then we can shout staying out.
My week was very busy with work. It's prom season, so that's enough said.
Okay, so you have like your prom girlies.
I got prom girls. We had to do double samples, waiting on fabric to come in. Somebody's fabric was fucked up. I had to go fix that.
What was wrong with it?
It was bleeding in it. The color didn't look the way the color looked online. All that. I always order samples, and they sent me a good sample, but when I got the fabric, it was trash.
Tone don't like that when she making her prom clients' dresses.
No,
doing their wardrobe. If you want to see any of Tone's designs, any of her work, you can go over to 725. That's the number 7, the word 20, and the word 5.
The number 5.
The number 5.
Designs
over at Instagram. You can look on Tone's page to see some stuff, and she has Club 725 on Facebook.
And make sure you like that page.
Y'all see how I be getting my Renee Poussin on?
That's what I'm saying.
And my Gail.
That's what I'm saying, girl.
Anywho, so
she plugs all black businesses.
Someone did contact me today in my inbox.
And say what?
And said, could Tone make them an outfit for their birthday?
No.
Now, since she's the homie, I'm going to tell Tone, but I be telling people, I don't work for Tone, and I don't work for Sue. It's going on 17. Sharia's in here.
Okay, so wait, before we get started, who graced us with this drink?
Okay, this drink is called Allure.
Hold on, let me get the bottle.
Allure cognac, or whatever you want to call it. Cognac. If we're in the hood, we call it cognac. like cognac. But it's called cognac.
Because I love the packaging. The packaging is fabulous.
Yes, it is Allure cognac. It is a mango and what?
It's a smooth blend of mango and cognac.
Okay, and this was
this is the container. This
was gifted to me from someone, but it was from Stan's
Stan, you did your big one too with this one, baby.
Brands.
It tastes fabulous.
Yes, and I'm not a drinker, so I like something that is closest to juice as I can possibly get.
This is a sneak up on you.
Oh, it is?
It's a very much so sneak up on you. You know how you have those mixed drinks and they're fruity? This one's not really fruity, but it doesn't taste like alcohol. It doesn't taste like alcohol. So, this is a motherfucker that sneak up on you. So, Steve. Stan, you did your big one too with this. Allure, find out where can anybody order this?
I don't know, but you can follow Stan Long, Long, You can follow him. He's public on Facebook, and you will see all things Stan because he got a lot going on.
Okay, so this guy was a complete scumbag, right? Mm-hmm. He ended up dying. Mm-hmm. He ended up getting murdered. But they got up at the funeral and they spoke very highly of him, and he loved this and loved that, but he was a fucking scumbag. So my question was, are we past the era where you can't speak ill of the dead? Or are we at the time in our lives when we call a spade a spade? Like, I mean, I know, like, when you go to the funerals and shit, you know the deacon and all them, they don't know those motherfuckers for real, so they always, he was a good man, he gonna make it to heaven.
They mostly get paid to do the service.
To talk good to you, right. They don't even know them folk. But if somebody really call a spade at a funeral, are they out of pocket? Or are they calling it like it is?
Keisha B is in here.
Hey, Keish.
Delmas Luther Jr.
I love that motherfucking name.
Is in here.
Delmas?
If Delmas Senior's alive, hook me up with him. Hook me up with Pop. I want to see you.
Keep her away from your daddy.
I want to see her.
Keep her away from your daddy.
Anywho.
So, if you pull up at a funeral, you knew you had he was a bitch ass nigga his whole life.
Okay, I don't want to go to somebody's funeral that was a BAN.
But what if he was
I don't want to go.
family?
I don't care.
A lot of people go.
I don't care who it is.
So you just not gonna go?
No, I don't want to go. But to answer your question, I don't think that you should go to somebody's funeral per se if you're going to shit on them.
I feel like that's the perfect time. Send that bitch out the way he should.
In here.
If he treated, hey JoJo, if he treated motherfuckers like shit, I feel like you should, return the favor at the funeral.
I mean,
his mama might be crying and shit, but she knew who the fuck he was.
Y'all know over on TikTok, you see all kinds of things, all kinds of funerals and stuff like that. So I have seen funerals where, people have gotten up and spoke out, hey, especially if like their child got killed, or if a child thinks that their mom or dad was wronged by a wife or a kid or something, they use that time, like you said, to say what they really wanted to. They feel like this is it. They want to say
they have no other
choice.
Their chest. See, that's how I feel. I feel like when a person dies, that's your last opportunity. Well, it really ain't even an opportunity because the person dead, but that's your last opportunity to say what you want to say.
Agree with you, Tom.
Yeah, like let loose. If he was a bitch ass nigga, say that shit. Don't but older people have always.
Delmas, we've been to Urban Boy before, so I don't think we're gonna be coming. We're not really party animals like that.
Who's Urban Boy?
The place we went that Frank and it was at. Yeah, but we're not an each and every type of people.
We definitely not each.
So we will not be there. Jackie Brown is in here. That's one of my cousins.
Hey Jackie.
Hey Jack.
Delmas, do you know what it takes for us to show up for this show every Tuesday?
Okay, Sharia said my grandparents didn't have any filter. They called it like they saw it. Akila said no, it's a place and a time to be disrespectful, but being that at a funeral should be respectful.
Okay, so
for the family's sake, don't be disrespectful.
Keila.
Tonio is in here.
Hey Tonio.
Lem said unbelievable. Brianna said she agreed with you, and Pastor Luke Nelson White is in here.
So Keila,
hey, how you doing?
Luke.
Hopefully you come out to the next. Luke,
he missed the gospel for the record.
Yeah, we were going to do it at his church, but the original church answered. Luke think we kicked him to the curb, and we did not. So hey, hopefully we get to do it down at his church.
The demand for it, so.
And yes, people love the gospel edition, Luke. So if you would like for us to come and do that at your church, we would be so gracious. Ladies, be nice. Don't go.
Okay, Keela.
That's what Luke said about the funeral.
Keela.
Be nice.
Here's
don't
my
go.
question.
I'm with you, Luke. Why go if you're going to do that?
Here's my question, because you have to, some things is closure, some things you have to get off your chest, some things you have to say it. Keela, this is my question to you. Why do you feel like that's disrespectful? See, that's the problem that I have.
Okay.
If this motherfucker was disrespectful his whole life, okay, let's say my daddy wasn't shit, right? At every turn, my daddy shit on me every motherfucking turn he got. The last thing, that's my last place to say what I need to say. That's my last place for me to heal, for my closure. I don't give a fuck about how he feel. I don't give a fuck about how his mama feel. His mama took up for his bad behavior his whole life. So where's my justice?
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
I feel you that, hey, you don't have to respect the disrespectful. But again, at the same token, I feel like Luke, I feel like Akila. Come on, at a funeral, don't go. Say your.
So where I get to say that?
You should have said it to him before he dropped dead. Why? Well, he ain't there to hear it. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's true. That is true. He's not there to hear it. But sometimes you just need to get some shit off your chest.
Lem said it's gonna be shooting at the funeral. Tone gonna get hurt. She said tell him directly at the casket, not on the mic. Mi Yang said, how about whispering in the deceased person's ear at your viewing?
Okay, so
Sue and Mi Yang saying the same thing.
Okay, so
he said you have to pray and ask God to heal your heart. Tone.
No.
Lem said
okay,
I'm saying yep, say it while they're here. Say it to them while they're here, like I said.
That's what I'm saying.
Fill my baby Tone cup up.
That's what I'm saying though. Like,
and Antonio said, get it off.
You never know what
deathbed.
You never know what people's closure
so
is.
So Antonio saying, say it to them on their deathbed, but just say it while they're still alive. You know what I mean?
I guess.
So I feel like it's a.
I guess I ain't gonna never get my chance to cuss a motherfucker out.
I feel like it's kind of unanimous in the comments that
they don't do that shit.
They don't go to a funeral as much as the person was disrespectful. Still have some respect for
that's bullshit.
At the funeral. But I get it. If that's what you want to do, and like I said, I've seen it done. And I'm the type of person, I can't really say what I would do until it actually happened. Yeah. As nice as I want to appear to be, I probably could and would turn up at somebody's funeral.
And thankfully, I have great parents, so I would never do that to my parents. But I just, what made me think about that was the YouTube video. This girl never got to say what she wanted to say to her father, and her father wasn't shit. And then her father's side got up and spoke highly of him, and he loved his family.
So
she didn't feel that way.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, at that point, I probably would have said, wait a minute, y'all. So I feel you on that.
Girl, I need to say this. You bitches is bullshitting in here. And he's the reason why that he's like that is because of you hoes.
Okay, so we're gonna get to the real list.
Okay, yeah.
Tone came up with that today, so we asked.
But thank you. Okay, so don't show my ass at the funeral. I got
twerk dances. Rodney Brackett is in here. Hello, Rodney.
Hey, Rod.
Twerk dances and challenges. See the Megan Thee Stallion challenge. Is it offensive or just dancing? And I happened to be on a guy's page today, and he posted sexy red twerking. It looked like she was at a restaurant, and there were small kids, right there while she's sticking her butt and vagina out, holding, patting, whatever. How do you guys feel about twerking and twerk dancing? Sue is in here, and she's my daughter. She twerks.
First of all, don't say it like that.
She do twerk.
I mean, but
how does it?
She twerks.
She does. Ain't no other way to say it, but she twerks.
Twerking.
Akila says she thinks it's just dancing. So
yeah,
is it just dancing?
Twerking
or
to me.
Do people need to sit down somewhere? What do y'all think?
Twerking to me. Well, okay, both. Twerking to me is just dancing.
People are dramatic.
But
folk can do what they want. We all know people can do what they want. Please don't put that quote in Talks with Tone and Tina. We know people can do what they want.
I feel like it's both. I feel like
Harrison, where you been?
Yeah, where you seen you in a minute? I feel like twerking is just dancing, but I also feel like sit the fuck down somewhere. Y'all bitches been twerking and we've been seeing y'all ass for about 4 years now. Every motherfucking, I know every stretch mark on Megan's ass. For the last 2 years, girl, that's all I've been seeing is it bouncing. Now they do got talent in it.
Lily is in here.
My sister.
Lily Streeter.
Hey, boo.
Miss Brown. Lily said it's a time and a place.
Yeah. Now
Casey Cooper's in here.
With that being said,
Sue's friend Casey, you coming out Friday?
Sexy Red, you're twerking at a TGI Fridays. That's a bit much. You know what I'm saying? People got their small kids. Whatever you decide to do is totally on you. But don't expose other people cheering to it. You know what I'm saying?
Candace said I don't have a problem with twerking, but there should be a time and a place.
So what's the time and the place for y'all? Only at the
Sue
club?
said I twerk for fun, y'all. That's it. She made it sound different.
Is twerking
Sharia
only
said
for the club?
Sharia said time and a place. Casey said, hey, y'all, what's Friday? Friday is
Time
the
and
week.
place.
I just feel like it's overdone. It's overused. I get so tired of seeing it.
That's why I
You
said
know,
it.
if I'm scrolling down my feed, as soon as the song come on, the first thing a woman does is bend over and twerks and shakes her ass.
You don't even see these bitches' faces no more. I don't got no problem with that.
And then I personally don't like how when people twerk, like the girls are freaking each other, hitting each other on the butt, you know, all of that.
That's part of it all.
Yeah, I don't like it. You know,
You don't like the ass?
I don't like anything girl on girl.
But then,
No.
But then twerking, you got to remember, has been around since. But they didn't invent twerking. We've been twerking since the beginning of time. Not beginning of time, but you know what I'm saying. Since Luke was alive, since Luke was hot, we've been twerking. We just didn't have a platform for it. You know what I'm saying? You was twerking behind closed doors.
Everything definitely is cyclical. Everything is a cycle.
And, yeah.
So, yeah. The hootsy tootsie or whatever the hell they was doing in the 50s. You know what I'm saying? The Watusi
It's all part
the
of this
ladies
shit too.
bending over, gapping open, doing all that twirling, all of it. You know what I'm saying? You know how they used to do all of that.
Gapping up was twirling.
All of it's in the same
I'm sure
vein.
Josephine Baker twerked a little bit in the bananas.
So I agree with you on that, Tone. All of it is in
It's
the same
all,
vein.
but social media makes everything in your face, and it makes it. You know, you watch one twerk video, the algorithm gonna put every fucking ass that shakes on your timeline, and you're gonna be sick of it. So I think it's a little bit of that too.
Sue said she heard they was playing Sexy Red at the first birthday party for Koshi's baby, and she gonna twerk.
Okay, so what's the appropriate play? What do y'all consider to be appropriate?
Antonio said my granddaughter was swinging on her mom's pole, and I felt a way about that. There's definitely a time and a place.
Where is the time and place?
Candace said not at a kid's party, for example. That is not a time or place.
Okay.
Keela said if you twerking in a room full of kids, then you need to sit down.
Okay, I agree with that, Keela.
Yeah, so y'all.
Because you
y'all
like it don't
preaching.
mean I want it for my child.
Yeah,
y'all
preaching.
ain't conservative. Y'all conservative as a motherfucker around here.
They preaching tonight.
Only show your ass in private.
I do think that.
Don't show out at the funeral.
I do think that with social media, it can get misconstrued.
Yes.
Because kids are going on YouTube. Kids are going on like TikTok and all of that. And hey, as much as they might be on like a kid page, one swipe and you seeing somebody bend that, let that coochie breathe. You seeing Sukiyana talking stupid, talking vulgar or whatever. So you have to be, well, at the end of the day, the parents should be monitoring their kids.
Okay, but do y'all know that there is world competitions for twerking and
yeah, I'm not mad
shit
at
like. Okay, so how is that not just like any other genre of dance?
I mean,
just like it's pop lock and it's a fucking thing. That might be offensive to a motherfucker.
I just feel that probably because you're displaying your ass and your,
that's what makes
you know, all of that.
Too much.
Yeah. Harrison said we all adults. You should be able to gauge the atmosphere in the room and judge accordingly. Also know who you're around. Candace said I see ladies on video at Barcode, so I guess that's an appropriate place.
Okay, so
no,
Harrison,
what they do at Barcode, Candace, to me, and it's just my opinion. Everybody entitled to theirs. I think they need to grow up because these people that get on the tables and they doing all of this, first of all, it's a brunch place. I'm trying to eat. There's eggs, there's French toast, there's this and that. I don't want you, you know what I'm saying, twerking over by my food. And I'm like one of the biggest, I'm like one of the biggest people, like age ain't nothing but a number and all this and that. To an extent, I don't need to see a 50-year-old twerking on a table at Barcode.
Like literally on the table?
Yeah, they do that all the time. Have some coof.
I don't think I've ever been to Barcode. I kind of agree with that. Like brunch, lit brunch is now a thing, but brunch to me is cutesy. That's when you put your heels on. That's when you put your whatever, girl. What you can't wear to the club. You want to be dainty. You want to.
Yeah,
be,
that's what I feel.
So how you doing all that? How you twerking in a stiletto? I don't.
Okay, Sharia said different dance moves along with twerking. Keisha B said I agree with y'all. It's fun and dancing, but I don't get tired of singing. But I do. I'm sorry.
I do too.
Of singing on the internet.
I do too.
Sue said I had my mom at brunch at Focus. She was ready to go. I was repulsed.
Train to go? Oh, ready to go, literally.
Yeah, I was repulsed.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I would never go back there again under any
Really?
circumstances. No. And I literally wanted to go in the bathroom and call the fire marshal.
Bitch, to shut it down.
Yeah. As much as y'all think I'm like the
That
hip
bitch
fun
petty.
mom,
She's
there
not.
are certain things that I don't accept.
She's
or
definitely
play around
not.
with.
Even when Sue's a grown woman, it's still, she's approving a lot of shit.
Okay, Hurston said, you cute outfit. Oh no, that's Keisha B that said that. Hurston said, just so long as the girl twerking don't have the black stuff in the back of her legs with a mini skirt on. Hey, if somebody got discoloration, if somebody has Hurston, if a young lady got discoloration in between her legs, or
He said he don't want to see that.
I mean, I know it's not what we feel is aesthetically pleasing, but it happens a lot.
No, man.
Let's not get it confused or twisted. Men got the same thing.
They do.
Men got the same chafing. Men got the same thing. Discoloration.
So all that type of
all
shit.
that yeah, so
Okay.
watch it.
No, but you can't have it both ways. Either you gonna shake your ass and people see what they see,
Christelle, you're like 25. That's
or
why
you
you
can
love
be
Logan.
conservative.
I'm double your age.
Well,
I hate it, folks.
Thank you for telling me, because I was gonna plan that for the end of the month brunch. Was gonna be focused.
Okay, Akila said go see a dermatologist.
What, kid?
For that discoloration.
Girl, your legs rub together. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong with
it's
it.
chafing from your legs rubbing together.
That's
There is
it.
a powder you can use.
I mean, bitch, but why do the powder?
And Akila says she want to go to Barcode, and you never been.
I don't think.
So that's something we could set up.
When did I go for my birthday? Was that Barcode? What was
Urban
that?
Roast.
No, it was a few years. Air. It
We
was
went to
Air.
Barcode on my birthday when Gina was doing like this.
Bitch, dead. Okay, but I came late, so I came when the festivities.
So
was
if
pretty
y'all
much
want to plan
over.
a date down to Barcode, let us know and we'll all go. It's on Sunday.
Talks with Tony and Tina Barcode.
Let us know, and let's do it sooner than later, because we always making plans and we don't ever execute them.
I'm with
So
that.
put a date out on who can go, who can't. Okay.
Let's do a denim thing. Y'all wear jeans and stuff.
Yeah, so
I got hair spray
love
in my hair. I don't got fragrance bottles,
Christy,
y'all.
Christy is in here.
Hey, Christy.
Christy wanted an alley road, honey.
Period.
Christy, I've been in touch with Stacy about coming to the game show Friday. Smoker friendly. Stacy said y'all be faking, and if she gotta come by herself, she will.
Period.
I already told Stacy it's a vibe. You
Stacey
can come
said
by
she's
yourself.
going to
You don't
sing.
need nobody.
I was coming by myself.
But come if you want. Tone, you coming by yourself ain't the same.
Why?
You coming by yourself, you're like, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Yes. Y'all, do y'all consider that Tone coming by herself, coming to the game show?
What you
by
mean?
herself? No.
Why you say that?
It's not the same.
Like, it's like I'm gonna know people there?
Yeah, you're gonna know everybody there, like, please.
So does Stacy?
Not like that.
I guess.
Okay, Sue said you went to Barcode years ago for Jafani's.
Oh, what you were talking about? What Jane was
Oh,
saying.
yeah. She said it's not as lit as it is now. And Keisha B said, I want to go to Barcode. Okay, so.
All right, well, we'll plan it then.
Akila, you know, she wants to go. There's a lot of things that Akila has not done. And we want to fulfill some of her little
So how about this?
mini bucket list things.
Anybody that wants to go to Barcode for a brunch with Talks with Tony and Tina, comment Barcode in the comments. When the show's over, we're going to look and see how many people we got, and we're going to plan a day from that.
So-
and remember, it's on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So if you like to lay in the bed on a Sunday, bitch, it's on a Sunday.
Sue said you know the whole staff, Tone. Yeah, you know the whole
That's
staff
true.
at For the Record. So you coming is not the same as like Stacy. And yeah, Stacy will know people there, but it's not the same. But Stacy says she's not waiting for the Nally Roll Honeys. If they don't get their tickets, she's definitely getting hers and coming Friday by herself.
And that.
Okay, Jamal is in here.
Hey, Jamal.
Okay, to say, Sue, you always look so cute in the pictures your mom posts.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't post that foolishness where she faking smoking a cigarette and laying down and all of that.
I posted all. Excuse me. I helped her with that photo shoot. It came out bomb, Sue.
Harrison said he wants to go. The good doctor, Sharia, said she wants to go.
Okay, so that's
we
all
can't
right,
possibly go on the 5th because the doctor's her seminar is on the 4th.
The 5th of what, May?
Yeah. And I say let's go sooner than later. So we going on the 5th. Whoever's going, go. And we're doing a denim on denim theme.
I love it. Already got my
it's
outfit,
up.
baby.
Okay, Barcode, but I get out of church. Can we go after 12? Yes, we can't go after 12, Akila, so that's what it is.
You can't switch church? Okay.
Tone.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Sue said my birthday is about to be 5. You a hater. Anyway, so let's move along. So we have made that a thing.
All right, so the 5th, y'all.
What was our question?
My question was, do you show out at the funeral? I don't know what the fuck.
Okay, Antonio said Barcode, he'll be home that weekend, so we got a vibe.
Okay, so it's like almost 10 of us.
Okay, and the good doctor will still be here in town because of her seminar.
Her seminar,
Yeah, and Antonio, you gonna be home? Ain't you gonna be home Friday to come in for the record? That's
Is he on there?
That's what's most important this week, Antonio. The hell with Barcode.
Tonio, don't set her off, Tonio.
And who gonna twerk?
At Barcode?
That's what they
Keela
do
gonna
on
twerk.
the tables. But Akila, is that something that you would
That's
be
what I said. Keela gonna
interested in doing? Oh, that was the question. The question was
twerking, yeah.
twerk dancing and challenges. Is it offensive or just dancing? Okay, so we're moving along.
Keela gonna twerk on the 5th, y'all.
Okay, our next question. A guy took a woman on a date. Mm-hmm. They did the horse and carriage ride. Mm-hmm.
Literally?
Through the city. A horse and carriage ride through the city. And she said that he was corny and to never call her again.
Why?
So she thought that was a corny date. She was not impressed and she did not like it. So what's your thoughts on that?
She's insane.
Okay, so Clee's in here.
Hey, Clee.
Hey, Clee, I think your page was hacked the other day.
Somebody asked you to buy a puppy?
No, somebody sent me a text. Somebody said hey to me. It was from Clee's page, and then they said I missed your text or something, and I've never texted Clee not saying it like that. The question was, it was a young lady and a guy went on a date. He took her on a horse and carriage ride through the city. And she did not like the date, and she said he was corny, and she told him never to contact her again. What are your thoughts on that? Would you guys like that date as a woman? Would you like to plan a date like that as a man?
Okay, so personally, me on the back of a horse with that horse smell and all that, fuck no, I wouldn't like it, but I would not say a word. This is what this man chose to take me out on a date. I'm going to always keep an open mind. She can tell you, it's some shit that I'd be like, fuck no to, and she'll drag me to it, and I end up having the time of my life. So I'm always going to keep an open mind about whatever you choose to do. I'm never going to shit on your ideas, none of that. Because the main thing is you're taking me out. I feel like social media, I'm gonna blame it on social media again. Social media got us fucked up. You have to do this, and you have to take us this place, and you gotta spend this amount of money. You gotta provide a fucking babysitter. You gotta feed my children. You gotta buy me an outfit, nails, and all that. So all you see is shit like that, and it got people fucked up. So when a man, goes outside of the box and plans the date that he wants,
if he's chivalrous,
and plans the date that he wants to take you on, and shit on. But no, he should have left that bitch on that horse and buggy.
And one thing that she said was she was not afraid, but she was uncomfortable around the horse. So she said that he said, "Can you give me another try?" Woo woo woo. She said no, like basically lose my number.
Yeah, but back in the day when dates went horribly wrong, we laugh about it and try it again. It's not lose my number. It's not I'm highly offended. Everybody's so motherfucking offended. Anything you do, everybody's offended. Bitch, it was a horse ride. You ain't feel comfortable over the horse. You in the back of the motherfucking horse. You ain't trying to ride the horse.
JoJo said, wait, so your friend Paige called you in a video and it was AI?
Yes. I don't know if it was AI or not.
And Keisha B said using AI.
It gotta be. Because the person, she was just like, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. What?
Now, as far as
so I didn't know that was a thing.
As far as the horse and carriage date, I feel like it's cute. Oh, Candace said she agreed with you, Tone. I feel like that's a cute date, but hey, everything is subjective to the person. Right. Just because I think it's cute doesn't mean the girl did. And you have to, a lot of people in the comments, they were on the lady side. And they said, yes, a lot of women. And they said, you have to know who you're dating. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But that's the whole point of a date.
But they said, if you kind of got a vibe for the girl, you kind of might have an idea of what she would like and what she wouldn't like. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I don't have a vibe with a girl.
That's like if somebody met you and they wanted to take you to, I don't know, maybe skydiving or bungee jumping on the first date, and you already telling them like, hey, I'm out of shape, I'm afraid of heights, bitch, I ain't doing that for real. Yeah. And they take you, then you're gonna be turned off by them. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of women was on her side.
I feel like it's different. me taking you on a horse and carriage ride and me taking you to jump out of a plane or to do something that you have a phobia of, I feel like it's two totally different things. If I'm asking you to sit underneath a blanket on the back of a fucking horse, bitch, you ain't gonna die. You might not like the date, but you ain't gonna physically fall out if you get on the back of this goddamn horse. So I feel like when we keep talking about respect, I feel like respect is going out the window. Motherfuckers is so like pressed to tell you how they really feel about shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's overly blunt.
Yeah, like people been having bad dates since the beginning of time. You sit through, you smile through it, and
we watched Love Connection.
Girl.
We watched Love Connection.
And they talked about that. So what she do, she smiled through the date and she went home and told her good girlfriends about it. Now it's always a production. I don't like this, and it's so bratty and so, I just hate that shit.
It's kind of uncouth.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sharice said they use a lot of stuff to be offended for the to blast people on social media. Tell him, not the world. So Sharice saying, tell him, not the world. How did that text message even get out into the universe?
Agreed.
Joel's in here. He said,
hey Joel.
Miss B said, sounds like she didn't like him. That's it. Because if you if I like you, my dumb ass skydived that day or something. I've done things that I necessarily didn't think were for me, and that you guys know is super out of the box for me. I'm not one of those like sportsy, I don't want to be, I feel like there's no need to ever go to an amusement park unless a child is with you. It's just certain things I don't like or I would never think that I would do. But if you like the person, like Ms. Brown said,
but you were open to it, and that turned out to be one of your favorite dates.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
If you kind of like the person, but if he was already corny to her, because she used that word corny, if he was already quote unquote corny to her, she already had that preconceived gritting on him. When he turned, you saying like, "Shut your bitch ass." You know how you do
absolutely.
That?
And if this was the nigga that she really wanted, that didn't want her, that calls her only at 4:00 in the morning to fuck, and if he wanted her to ride the horse, bitch, she would have been down.
Okay, now Lily done said a word.
What?
Lily said that's because the new generation of women don't like romance. And I agree.
Hey,
I agree with that one, Lily.
That's something to think about.
They too busy being, and that's one of our questions for today.
Hey, yeah, that's true.
That's true. They too busy waking up mad, waking up in the morning. First thing in the morning, you already got an attitude. You're already beefing. Your first or two posts for 6 or 7 in the morning, your day's already ruined.
How you mad when you open your eyes?
They're not even welcoming and open or inviting to certain things.
Agreed.
So I agree with you a lot on that, Lily. And moving on along, if a man asks you to lose weight in order for him to date you, would you comply?
Absolutely not.
Would you back that up?
She looks great both ways, but I'm not going to. If I want to lose weight on my own and I want to lose the weight for me, yeah, that's one thing. But you're asking me to lose weight to date you. What the fuck make you so good to date?
Okay, if somebody asked you to stop smoking cigarettes, would you?
No.
Anything they ask.
If I don't want to do, I'm never going to, yes. I'm going to firmly say yes. Anything that you ask me to do to change myself, that's a prerequisite to date your motherfucking ass, it's a no. I don't give a fuck. Not smoking makes me healthy. Bitch, I'm gonna kill myself before cause bitch, I'm not, hello?
That don't make no sense.
I'm sorry. Cause you asked me to do it, bitch, I'm gonna keep smoking just to fuck with you. Like, come on, that's crazy.
Okay, Candace said, heck no.
Yeah.
He can go play in traffic during rush hour.
Period.
Christelle said no. Mignon said not ever losing weight for someone else.
I'm never doing anything else to date somebody.
He said he better take me as I am.
Period. And that's the thing.
Beanie had agreed with what Lily said about this generation lack romance. And Ms. Brown said no, she's
that's
not losing weight for
and that's the thing.
For a guy.
If I want to lose weight for myself, that's one thing. If me and you start dating and you want to take me on a date to the gym, I won't be offended. But you coming out saying, well, can you lose a couple of pounds before we go out? Bitch, fuck you and those pounds.
I feel like, of course, I wouldn't do it. But I feel like you saying it's a way that he could do that without blatantly coming out saying
being offensive.
Yeah, being offensive. And I don't know why, but I just always thought like if somebody likes you, they like you. Because if I dated a fat guy and I didn't like him, because he was fat. I'm already not liking him as the person.
Right.
I can't just start liking him because he got skinny. Because I you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Because I don't know. I know guys are a little bit different.
You know what I think is another thing? Guys are different, but now you're a fucking joke. You're a clown. Okay, let me see what else I can get you to do.
Yeah, because
I got you to lose weight.
Yeah,
I got you to lose weight just to go out on a date with me. I got you to drop 20 pounds. Let me see what else I can get you to fucking do.
I mean, hopefully she lost the weight and she got her another piece.
Period.
So Tony is
Date
here.
his brother, girl.
Cousin Tony.
Hey,
is
Tony.
Here. Tony said red flag. Hey, y'all. Tony said that's a red flag.
It's
right
for sure a red flag.
Miss Brown said absolutely. Tina, she said now I'm okay if we decide to lose weight together and
we're
gonna support each other. Then cool. And Akila said, if a man can't love me for me, then forget him. I'm a little chunky and I love it.
And then, okay, so that's the thing, y'all.
Go play it something.
That's the thing, y'all. What if you're happy the way? Look, what if that young lady was happy with the way she was before? And that's the thing that I feel like that's I feel like that's a narcissistic thing too. Why wouldn't you just go out and get a smaller girl? Why would you try to change that girl?
Devanya Burr Smith is in here.
I know that's right, Devanya, girl.
Devanya, is this your first time?
Yes, because we ain't never heard Devanya's whole name.
Devanya does. Oh,
and
I'm sorry, Devanya. You're married. She got married. Devanya Smith Edwards.
I love somebody with 3 names.
And Devanya, she's like she's in the. I don't know if you started the group we're over in. A cooking group that I've been in for maybe 8 years now, and Tahir's over there.
8 years?
And she cooks and does catering and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's a friend of Miss Brown.
Well,
too.
welcome, Devanya. Well,
okay, Cherie said he wants you to lose weight, but sneaking and dating nothing but BBWs. Bye, bird.
Girl. And that's how I always be.
Devanya said hello.
Hey,
no,
twin.
but it's been a while.
Hey.
Oh, so she said she's not new. She's been in here before.
Okay. Well, welcome back.
Okie doke. So, moving on. Devanya, that question was, if a guy wanted you to lose weight to be with him, is that something that you're willing to do?
And the consistency is fuck
And we showed this young lady who a guy wanted her to lose weight and she complied with him and got down. She looked good. She's a pretty girl.
I feel like she looked good both ways.
Yeah. And hopefully she picked up another piece along the way. Y'all know how we do.
And left him.
Okay, so the next question is, well, this is more like a cultural stereotypes. And I feel like we should have piggybacked on that a little bit when we were talking about twerking, because you said they have all kinds of dance competitions and all kinds of this or that. Why is twerking frowned upon? So do you think it's because of the culture? So in cultural stereotypes, do we as African Americans do we in the African American community perpetuate stereotypes? So what do you feel like? And we don't have to, list a lot or mention our culture, because there are other cultural stereotypes. But
I don't think we perpetuate them any further than anybody else do. I feel like the African American culture is extremely scrutinized. I feel like we're under a microscope at all times. It could be other cultures, other races of people that do the same shit we do, but none of them. Okay, some people that you consider ghetto. I hate that word ghetto, but living in the ghetto or whatever.
Yeah, that's not a word
I hate that shit because they use it wrong for one. But okay, so ghetto people and trailer people kind of had the same shit.
Yeah.
But they're never scrutinized the way a black woman or a black man is that is from the quote unquote ghetto. You never hear about the trailer shit. You never hear about, and they live in the same lives. I mean, it's what it is. Like, I feel like we're under a microscope. So yeah, we're society trains motherfuckers to look down on us, for us to be scrutinized in a negative light with anything that we do. And this is the bumping part. You motherfuckers want to be us so bad. Because all the rich bitches, they wearing wigs and they're wearing cornrows going back. Kim Kardashian can't stop getting the cornrows on her motherfucking head. But what she doing is cool.
Akila,
but when the bitches
do, when are saying that simultaneously.
I'm just saying, Keela
said other cultures don't like it, they want to be us.
They want to be as bad as shit.
Devanya said it has to be what I want for myself as far as the losing weight. But Latrice has made it in. Hi, Latrice. One of our favorites. Okay, I hear what you're saying and all of that, Tone. But you guys know me. I'm more or less for our own people. And I feel like we as a people, we do the same thing to each other. We scrutinize each other for those same types of stereotypes. You know what I mean?
What you mean, like an upper class, like class thing?
Everything, I feel like everything, and you know how they say everything goes back to slavery, yada yada yada.
Agreed.
I feel like there are so many things that, hey, we can't worry about what other cultures or what the white community or who's copying us. I feel like within our own community, we have to work on that where we're not, like you said, we be the first one to put somebody down or laugh at somebody because they live here or say something about somebody because they live there. I feel like more or less we need to just focus on ourselves and getting our community back or trying to get it. So I agree.
I see what you say.
I agree with you 100% that yeah, people copy us, emulate us. They got baby hair, fake cornrows, wigs, BBLs, big butts, little butts, all of that. But within our own community, every day I see us, you know, like.
Okay, so let me give you an example of what I feel like you're talking about. Let's say that you were raised in the quote unquote ghetto.
Hold up. Joel said you sound like Tupac after the Hit 'Em Up song that they did against Biggie and
I'm channeling my inner Tupac, baby. That's what it is. Okay, so let me give you.
Latrice, we ain't even halfway. We've been rambling, so we're gonna be on here for probably another 30 minutes.
Let me give you a scenario. So somebody was quote unquote from the ghetto, right? They came out of it. They prospered. They made it, quote unquote. They made it, and they're the ones when you're watching, when you're talking to them, they're like, oh no, that's ghetto, bitch. I'm not doing that. Oh, I'm not hanging with her because she's whatever. When bitch, she was your neighbor before you made it. But now she's is that what you're talking about?
That is more or less what I'm talking about. And it starts even like on the playground or in 5th grade or 6th grade. Hey, if a little kid looks this way or if he is from this neck of the woods because people bust and all of that, then hey, you don't really, your kid might love this little kid. You know what I'm saying? And kids are innocent. They don't know. Yeah. They don't know they're not supposed to hang with Tommy because his hair's not cut or he doesn't have on these sneakers. That's who he started pre-K with and they now in the 3rd grade. That's who he loves. Yeah. And we will ourselves like shit on him or his mom.
Like, stop playing with that little dirty ass kid.
Or whatever, even if we do it on the low. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we, in our own community, we need to stop like feeding into that or whatever the case may be. And that kind of segues into the question that says,
you know what's funny about that? People, other cultures, I ain't just single out white people, but other cultures, namely white people, use that as a hooker. Like when black people
they know that we're going to. That's what has happened, and that's what happened in slavery times. Yeah, they pitted us against one another, and all these hundreds and hundreds of years later, we have fine-tuned it. You know what I'm saying? And hey, so we don't need coaching from. We don't need coaching from nobody. We have fine. Do we, as black people, have an allegiance to one another? Should we have an allegiance to one another, and do we? Again, it's always now the crabs in the barrel. I'm out for myself. I got mine. I don't care about you getting yours. All of that stuff matters. But I feel like if you're, I wish it could go back to the old days. But now when you have, hey, the mom coming up to the school to fight a 5-year-old, or you know what I'm saying?
I thought it was worse in the old days.
I don't feel like it was worse in the old days. What do y'all think?
The only good thing about the old days is you can get somebody to watch your kids.
That's right, Tony. Tony said unity is the solution. Sharia said we are stronger together. Sharia said we fell for the Uncle Tom shit every time. We fall for it every time. If you can help your own kind, do it. Don't belittle them. Yeah.
I definitely feel like we are crabs in the barrel. I definitely feel like that.
Not to cut you off, Tone, but now you know you can't say anything to anyone's kid. You know what I'm saying?
Or them.
If a teacher reprimands a child, the teacher get beat up or shot or
they wait for you outside,
or a home invasion.
They wait for you outside.
If an adult,
not a home invasion.
If a 70-year-old says, "Hey, watch your mouth," you know what I'm saying? The little kid is like, "Shut up, bitch," and they're like 6. So, like, what has the world really and truly come to? You know what I mean?
True. Or. You know what? Why are you talking to my child like that? I know you ain't saying nothing to my kid.
And that makes the kid know, hey, I don't gotta respect anybody.
It's very acceptable. I think we have
lost the village.
I was about to say, I think we have lost our way with the raising and the rearing of children. I feel like we've lost our way. But this is the thing that we're not factoring in. You can't help a motherfucker that don't want to be helped. Everybody has, okay, we grew up a certain way. Mm-hmm. Like even us, we grew up a certain way. We had the most money. We didn't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? We had to stick and move. We had to hustle. We had to do whatever. Mm-hmm. Not literal hustle, y'all. I mean, like make your money. We had a couple jobs. You know,
we hustle. Do our cocaine 88 edition part 2.
I can't wait. I was a drug dealer for like 48 hours. So you know, you do what you gotta do. Mm-hmm. But your friend, me and you friends. I'm feeling like now I want to change my life and I want to do something different.
That question is on here tonight too.
Should I wait?
No.
Okay. So I want to do I want to, you know, further myself. You like, bitch, why you acting brand new? This is what we do. Mm-hmm. So at what point is it, I'm not crabs in the barrel now. Bitch, you hating on me or you ain't fucking with me no more because I'm changing my life and you're still happy with where you are. So I feel like it's not necessarily crabs in the barrel, and I feel like people look down on that bitch because she wants to stay the same when this is the life she wants. Mm-hmm. I think people acceptance is number one, I believe. You have to meet people where the fuck they are. Because she don't want to change her life when you're changing your life, or this is the life she want to live till she die. That's her prerogative. Mm-hmm. It's not like her life is not fulfilled. It's not, it's not full. It's just not your life. Mm-hmm. So what's the difference?
I feel like there's no difference if, like I said, the people are, the morals and the values are intact. Because like you said, you could be, hey, some people are very content with mediocrity, very content with being mediocre. Me, I wish I could live off the grid. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could just live away from the hustle and bustle and all of that. Some people are very happy like that. We don't have to go do these things and buy this stuff and all of that. Just getting ready to go somewhere or going out costs a lot of money. Girl. From your hair to your nails to this, all of this stuff we've been programmed to believe like, hey, we need it, we look good with it. So if a person wants to be plain, regular, live a simple, simplistic, mediocre life, like you said, I don't see no problem with it.
Okay, but from the outside looking in, I've elevated, quote unquote, why you leave your friend behind.
Well, I don't.
Why you ain't doing that? But no, that's what you get. That's what the girl that's elevated gets.
I understand that.
Now you're brand new.
You have to. I feel like everything is just a conversation. I feel like everything is a conversation. Look, and this goes into the question that
that's very true.
Somebody wanted us to discuss. It's about friendships not growing apart. Well, kind of growing apart. It says, didn't I write it? Oh, how do you deal with a friendship when your lifestyle / interests have changed and don't align? So that kind of like is the same thing. You're doing something different from what I'm doing now. And I told this young lady that I would speak on with it with one of my best friends, Kenya and myself. Mm-hmm. Kenya is now very much super duper engulfed into like her ministry and her work in that regard. So
and empowerment of women.
Yeah, and so she's not gonna do some of the foolishness that we do. You know what I'm saying?
None of it. She ain't doing none of it.
She's my best friend from since I was 12. She and I, she came to me and asked me, did I want to do Bible study? You know what I'm saying?
Still hilarious to me.
She met me where she is.
Right.
I'm about to be 50-year-old woman. It's my prerogative to be like, Kenya, I don't want to do that. Or I wanted to do it. I feel like reading the word affirmations, getting your clarity and all of that, it's nothing wrong with that. So I didn't hesitate. Sometimes you shouldn't always answer when somebody asks you something right away, but I was like, sure, no problem.
But see, that benefited you because you enjoy it now.
So we do it once a week and it's pretty lengthy.
But Kenya, Kenya is who she is. You're not judging Kenya because she's not who she used to be.
Yeah, but I could. Some friends do that. And the person that asked me this, she has moved on in a way and she does not want to hang around her friend that has not progressed, quote unquote.
Is it a bad thing?
It's not bad to either person. It's everybody's prerogative. If I don't want to do the same thing you doing, if you sitting out on the stoop, smoking cigarettes and, watching the stories, that's your prerogative. I don't want to do that no more. It's no harm or foul to you, and it's no harm or foul to me. We all have free will.
So when motherfuckers say you being brand new and all that, you just
if they say it, people are gonna just say little things. They may not know how to express they feel away because you're not friends anymore. That friendships are very sacred, and especially if you've been a friend with somebody for a long time and you have shared a lot of memories. If anybody says that they don't feel away, they're lying.
You know what comes into the most? When you get new friends. If me and you have been friends, you've been friends since I was 13. So
we have. So it's of a particular age now.
I am. Bitch, I'm old now. But me and you've been friends since 13. If my life went another...
She was 13. Don't
I was 13.
I'm an old head.
She was 18. So if we... 17.
Yeah, you making me too old now.
Okay, 17. So if me and her grew apart, like me and you started doing other stuff, like you want to still stay Nally Road to the motherfucking end, bitch.
Tone, we do stuff apart now. Everybody thinks that we're joined at the hip and we're not.
We do mostly shit apart.
Half the stuff, Tone likes to go out a lot and things of that nature, and I'll go every now and then, but I don't want to be saying A and doing this every time.
Hey, you know, I like hood shit. This bitch ain't fucking she's a square.
And then I like, out of the box stuff. I want to go to like a murder mystery dinner theater. They may do a lot of stuff just to make me happy that one time.
No, but I will say this.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, like I said earlier, the shit she drags me to, I end up having the time of my life.
Yeah.
So I
don't like cliches at all.
She don't.
So I always want to do stuff out of the box. So that's a perfect example.
That's an excellent example.
And like I said, Kenya, we have spent years together. So now, we can try to drag Kenya out to like a dinner. That's probably as far as she's gonna take it.
Yeah.
But
we still love Kenya for who she is.
She has come to For the Record and this, that, and the third.
Did she go to the gospel one?
No, she had a speaking engagement herself.
Oh, okay.
But you know what I'm saying? So we still, the first day that we did Bible study, when we got on the phone, we were on the phone for 6 hours. Non-stop.
Ain't no way.
The second week, 3 hours.
See, that's what I'm saying.
We gotta get it together.
Me and her super close, but we got different interests. Ain't no way in 4 fucks. I'm staying on the 6 hour Bible study.
Me and Kenya got on the phone at 12 when we got off at 6. But
who writing that paragraph?
But it was because talking about life, and it does a lot of time intertwine with the word. True. So it was very much a very just candid, reflective conversation.
And you can incorporate God into a lot of things.
Yeah. So that was that. So that was to answer that question. But let me read the comments. Okay.
Y'all fucking with y'all old friends and what you doing?
Ms. Brown said you should never feel guilty for wanting to better your life. Everyone won't agree. Bye. And Harrison said, I think women should... Hold up, Harrison. Harrison said, I think women should put down some of these novels and pick up the IRS pamphlets that will show you how to live abundantly and above the... I'm sorry. Because Harrison always come on here with
IRS pamphlets.
He said, and live abundantly and above these are the secrets in life. It's all deal with taxes. A W-2s corrects your W-2 and won't have to worry about what it costs, because now if you make $100,000 a year, you now make $200 a year. A 1099, a claim is it as in. An acquisition and abandonment for your property that you abandon every year. A 1099. B, it's for contracts so that you would never lose out. So Harrison is basically trying to educate us on certain things, and he feels like if women were educated on the right types of things, they could quote unquote live a better life. Versus, we worry about
Harrison, your life, living a better life is up to each individual.
Which gender is more likely to cut a person off if they see red flags?
I also think men. Women are way too emotional. Even as unemotional as I am, I'm still way more emotional.
They said I'm unemotional, but I'll act a fool over a man.
Not really. It takes a lot.
Who, me?
Yeah, it takes a lot.
Stacey.
Hey, Stacey.
I don't know. I think Stacey, this hurts her first time. Stacey, the spazzer eating.
Oh, hey, Stacey. I thought you were talking about Stacey McCombs. But I feel like women are very emotional. I think we react.
Let me know if you want to come out to the game show Friday. You and some of your buddies.
Come on out, Stacey.
It's smoker friendly and all that. I don't know if you smoke. I'm not insinuating that you do.
If you don't, smoke Friday. I feel like that women are more emotional, so yeah, we attach more to feelings and we attach more to, we're looking. Man. And then especially for nowadays, where all you talk about is red flags and narcissism and all that bullshit, I feel like that's what you looking for. So you looking for the wrong shit. As soon as you meet the motherfucker.
I do feel that women.
You think there's still lists?
Yes, there are still lists, but you got to be realistic. If I'm 50 years old, I done did so much, and that's half a century.
Yeah,
I've done so much in 50 years. You're not gonna find a nice 18-year-old minded Amish guy. I gotta look at.
That's a word.
I'm gonna find a guy that's flawed because I'm flawed.
Yeah,
I've done things that I'm not happy about, proud of. Of course, you do things you're proud of, but you're not perfect. So I feel like y'all women need to get rid of these lists, or y'all gonna be,
And y'all men need to get rid of this body count shit if y'all want to want it.
All you gotta do is lie to them about your body count. They don't know the difference. And a real man don't care.
Man, put in the comment, what's too high of a body count?
Okay, but
if you dating a 45-year-old, what's too high?
To answer the question about that we just had, everybody unanimously said men are more likely to cut off somebody if they see red flags.
Men low key don't be playing that shit. Now you do get some simps in here, but men low key don't be playing.
You just gotta know how to manipulate a man because they don't play it, but you could work them back in if you manipulative.
You can work them back in, but
because they gullible at the end.
Yeah, but I feel like they ain't gonna fuck with you the same. A man definitely will play the game. For lack of a better term.
D Parks.
Hey D. A man will play the game for lack of a better term. However, it's always in the back of their mind what the fuck you did.
Mm-hmm.
Or what you said. Or what hey Cooley.
Cooley is one of our lifetime.
Cooley, you coming to the brunch on the 5th? You coming to the record to see me?
2 places ago. But you were gonna ask about the body count?
For men, if you're dating like a 45-year-old, what's too high?
For a body count?
For a body count. What's too high? What make you look at the bitch like this when she say the number?
I mean, I feel like
women. I want to know for y'all too. Do women even care?
Yeah, I don't care, and I also feel like the body count, because there's so many variables.
Like what?
To the body count. Okay, because like you could have had a one night stand. I'm not saying it doesn't count because it happened, but I'm not gonna really count that. I mean, it does count. But if I met Jane and I bent her over outside of, the Metro Club in '97, I don't even know if I halfway remember that. I mean, it can go down as my body count. I can have Wilt Chamberlain numbers, and of course, it's a badge of honor for men. Yeah. But I don't think that.
But what if Jane was bent over 17 times at the Metro Club?
Okay, well, that's different because she could be just a sexually promiscuous young lady.
Or sexually liberated.
Yeah.
They call it liberation now. They don't call it hoeing no more.
You could look at it that way too. Like, hey, is this a bad thing because she's been bent over so much? Nikki is in here.
Hey, Nick.
I don't know. Was you here last week, Nikki? I can't remember. Grace Almer Hart is in here.
Hey, Grace.
That is Kenya's niece.
I love everybody with a third name.
We just finished talking about Aunt Kenya, Grace. And yes, Antonio said a woman. Antonio always writing a thesis.
Let me hear that paragraph.
Let me see. I gotta go to my phone.
Is it double space?
See more. It says a woman told me she was a stripper and streetwalker on our first date. She casually said her body count was over 1,000. That was too high for me. Damn, Antonio. I mean, okay, I appreciate people's honesty and transparency. Everybody's not like that.
That bitch is a
everybody
fool.
doesn't even like that.
That bitch is a fool. She should have never told you she fucked 1,000 niggas.
I feel like she'll find a person that
I feel like she's not.
I feel like she will find a person that will accept her just for that.
I feel like she'll find a person once she bring that number down and lie about that number.
Heard the liquor.
And I also feel like maybe she'd get a lonely truck driver that come into town 3 times a week or whatever. He'll fuck with her. But baby, bring that number down. Lie about that number, sugar. If you want a nigga.
If I'm bold enough to tell you that I've been a prostitute, I mean, you can only insinuate certain things.
I've only been a prostitute a few months, bitch.
Smoke said that's creepy. Miss Brown said pass the liquor. Grace said hey.
Hey, Grace. Who said pass the liquor?
Miss Brown.
Miss Brown. See, that's what I'm saying, Miss Brown. You gotta come through. You gotta come through.
So, yeah,
that's crazy. 1,000. She had 1,000 back. See, there I go judging her. And I'm a female.
And then we wanted to talk about drive-bys. The first drive-by that ever happened was, when do you think that was?
Well, gangsters been doing drive-bys since the 20s, so
Tone, right?
I'm gonna say at least,
Tone is spot on.
yeah, I think at least 1918.
The first recorded drive-by was in 1921.
Okay.
You know, over here we do all things.
True.
We do education, partying, all of everything.
Period.
And like you said, Tone, it was because of the gangsters. They didn't want to get out the car and get shot up, so the guy who did it first did a drive-by. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this because last weekend, the weekend that just passed, 2 days ago actually, a young lady was killed in Southeast DC, Elvins Road. Her mom, in fact, moved her out of that neighborhood because it was so violent, and she was over there visiting a friend, and she was standing in a doorway talking to someone, and she got shot by, a stray bullet.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and her name was Naomi Russell.
See, this is why I watch.
And she was 15 years old.
No.
She was 15 years old. Her mom, and I feel like I commend any parent that will uproot their whole family because it's so violent in the city.
Me too.
And then, of course, unfortunately, she let her daughter go back around there, and that is where she met her demise. And then I don't know if you know, last week, roughly about Thursday, around 21st and Maryland Avenue, they call that 21st in Vietnam. It was a shootout. It was a drive-by, and I think like 6 people got shot, and 2 of them were kids, teenagers, and their mom. The kids are still, I think, recovering in Children's Hospital. I think one guy died. So we just, wanted to like touch on that. And I was, riding. I live in DC now, and I was riding down the street, and I saw some kids outside, and y'all know I'm just like cheesy. So it just made me happy for a minute. Like, hey, you know how we used to be outside.
Yeah.
We used to be outside all night long, just doing nothing, just being children, being teenagers, just having fun. And it wasn't, every now and then it was some type of drama in our neighborhood, but for the most part, it was just outside being innocent till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
A lot of our drama came from the cops. It didn't come from us killing each other or trying to kill each other. Or just
some people around our way trying to be thugs, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they didn't take it. Well, we did fight neighborhoods and shit, but you know what I'm saying? But it was more or less the cops more than it was us.
Anthony Boogaloo Brown Sr. How you doing, Aunt? I think this is Anthony's first time. Elise is in here.
Hey, Elise.
Elise, where you been for the past? We ain't seen you in like a month, girl.
Since the prom.
So when I saw these kids outside, I'm like, oh, this is so cute and so nice and sweet. They running up and down playing.
How old was the kids?
They look like they was like 14 and 13 and stuff.
Them motherfuckers scared me.
And DC is on spring break this week. So it was last night actually. And so DC is on spring break, but at the same token, you got to think like, hey, anything at the blink of an eye, anything can happen where, hey, somebody else is shooting and then your child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So many people don't even let their kids go outside.
Those same people that you're saying all to could pull a gun out the back of their, and if they shoot the motherfucker, start shooting the motherfucker.
That's true too.
Hey, listen, I know it's wrong, but on some black teens, I do clutch my handbag a little tighter. I do lock my door when I see riffraff. Listen, is that bad?
No. Speaking of which, the other little boy, he got killed at Fort Totten Metro. He was 14 and he was going to an after school program. I can't remember his name, but that was about maybe like almost 2 weeks ago. And his mom said he was going and a 15-year-old was arrested for shooting him. Some type of fight broke out at the Metro. He got shot and killed, and it was devastating. Now his father, he had a son or 2 or 3 that had gotten killed or whatever.
So that was like a second or third child?
Yes.
I did see on the news that this woman, all 5 of her sons were killed at the various times. Like her oldest child, I think she had at like 1992 or 3 or whatever. So she had her oldest child that was up there in age, like 30.
Was it the rapper mother? His name Duck something?
Was she from here?
No, she from Chicago.
Oh, this lady's from here.
Okay.
And I happened to see her on the news because her final son got killed around the time. You remember that little boy that got shot up on 4th of July around the neighborhood? It was around that time.
His name was Day-Day, because I see his mom. She has made a nonprofit in his honor, and she has a sprinter with his picture on it, and I always see her everywhere.
He died like maybe a month or two after that person, her son, and that was the last son she had, and that was the last son that was killed, and all 5 of her sons died by gun violence.
That's crazy.
It's crazy that you still live there.
That's how I was about to say. I couldn't, but this rapper, his name YFN Duck, I don't know something. His mom out of Chicago, and she bout it. Like 3 or 4 of her sons got killed.
That's crazy. And then you know what a lot of people say? Well, you know, everybody can't just uproot and move. And
yes, you can.
Yes, the fuck you can. Even if you on Section 8, bitch, you can go apply for somewhere else.
You can port that. Actually, if you're on Section 8 and it's you can port the voucher and move somewhere else.
Oh,
the only thing is
you can move to another state.
The only thing is if you move to another state, you got to stay there for a year. And I remember a lady over on TikTok, people got jealous because she was from Philly. She had her Section 8 voucher and she moved to Hawaii.
And bitch would have.
And lived it up.
I would have.
That's how.
I need to make friends with the bitch so I can go over there too.
Candace said LOL riff-raff facts. But to answer your question on that, no.
Candace, I'm scared of the black youth.
But that piggybacks on my thing about the stereotypes. How do we feel about those? And we do, feed them to them ourselves. Hey, a young black kid will rob you. I'm not saying a young white kid won't, but if you live in a black area, you worried about black kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll
lock my door right in your face.
Me too.
You'll hear the clank clank, the whatever. Because let's be honest. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never seen no white kid trying to knock me in the motherfucking head.
Okay, I think we got 2 more questions, y'all. I'm getting off at 10:30, no matter what. So
we at 8 minutes, y'all.
So the next question is, being a bully or class clown type of character, 40 and over, do you feel like that?
What? 40 and over?
Yeah. Do you feel like that is a thing? Do you see it? Is that a problem? And this question was derived from people's social media presence. It's sad that everything that we say now, we revert back to it being related to social media. So
I feel like
let me read it. Let me read it exactly. It's class clowns 40 and older. Is that a thing?
Okay, so I feel like when you're 40 and over, no, there's no such thing as bullies and class clowns. Now you're a pick me and a motherfucking simp. Like if you're still
simp is one of my son's favorite words.
It is what the fuck it is.
I got something. If you a bitch, some money. He said he is simp.
If you a bitch. He is. If you a bitch that still do all that type of shit, you a fucking pick me. And if you a dude that do that type of shit, you a fucking simp. I feel like if you're still clowning and doing bullshit to get attention, even if it's especially if it's at the expense of someone else, you're a fucking clown. Mm-hmm. Especially at your age.
Said that's a gump.
Yeah, you're a fucking clown at your age. You still need to ride another motherfucker's back to get some clout or to get whatever. You a fucking clown.
Yeah, and and
the bitches who go on board with it and y'all kikiing and laughing too. I see it in the comments, girl.
Yeah,
you laughing and shit.
That's the thing too.
You know what really gets me? It be the niggas that it's one nigga on my motherfucking timeline, y'all.
Tell me when we get off.
I'ma tell you. You already know what it is. Let I bud, but I good. Let I bud. You already know. You already unfriended that bitch because of the same shit. This motherfucker,
I unfriended that.
He always got something to say, and he looks the worst, y'all. On my mama, he looks the worst.
He be still having crust and cola in his eyes at 3 and 4 p.m.
Please, how you coming for a bitch at the 7-Eleven when you come on now?
I hope he watching.
He always.
I
went the fuck in on him because he posted. He gonna know now. Fuck you. I'ma unfriend you. Okay, she with the shits.
ASAP.
So he posted this young lady, and he said the young lady was in a live. She looked a little. I don't know what was wrong with her, but she looked a little.
Did you send it to me when he did?
Yes.
No, she didn't look. Compared to him, she was way up.
Period.
Compared to how
that be the bumping part.
Compared to how you look, take that camera and turn it around on yourself.
And that's the thing. He never posts himself. So he goes on there and say people need to start being honest about what people. This is the problem. Y'all hype motherfuckers up to do this type of shit and this. So I'm like, so what exactly are you talking about? Because people in the comments were like, why are you coming for this lady? And people are being positive, and people are showing her positivity because they was like, go girl. She looked the best.
Did
but
she
go girl. And some little top.
Yeah.
And they was like, go girl. But everybody in her comments, yeah, she looked a mess, but everybody in the comments was bigging her up. Who the fuck are we to say this bitch ain't living the time of her life?
Will say look like I'm on my way to a cabaret. But
thank
you, Cooley.
Cabaret. Will
is a bully.
Will took it back to
that's what we talking about right here. Will's a bully.
You're bullying from 1999 standards, though, Will. Come on now. He's spoken like a motherfucker that don't go out. So I'm like, okay, so what are you talking about exactly? What's wrong with this person that you feel like people are not being honest about? So, because everybody was saying something about her appearance, and she was like, no, that's not what it is.
And all the people be...
Nigga, you look the worst. Mm-hmm. And you coming for this bitch because she living her best life. It be them type of niggas that do shit like that.
Right, JoJo?
That shit be killing me, like...
My little 2 cents for just this week alone is somebody that's my Facebook friend. He might be watching. Hey, if you are.
Hey, nigga.
He got on the metro, and there was a young gentleman on the train who was displaying psychotic symptoms, responding to internal stimuli. I'll just give it a layman's term, sitting on the train talking to himself.
What the fuck that mean?
Sitting on the train talking to himself. And the guy proceeds to go live and just face his camera on the young man, and I don't understand why he did that or what that was for. You know what I mean? That is only for your Facebook people to see it and to comment. And so I feel like that was really wrong. And the guy is older than me, and I feel like better. Yeah, wait. And I feel like, hey, us like women, men, whoever's dating, you got to look at people like their whole character. You know what I mean?
Okay, so was it like? You know how people do that on a meme and the shit be funny because they be going off and yada yada. Was it like that comical, or was it like showing someone's downfall?
Yeah, the man is sitting on the train minding his business, having an episode
with himself.
You decide to go live and post it for the people to see it. But I do feel like JoJo said he said the people that were bullies in high school have aged like milk. Yeah. I be seeing.
Hey, JoJo, that's a word.
Like she's life been hard. And Antonio said he's a BA N-word. Lanique talking about, Miss Brown talking about I'm using big words and shit. Keela said he needs to make sure he's up to par before he comes for anything.
Keela, that's all I'm saying. How you coming for the next bitch when you look a mess?
Candace said yes. I seen a lot of old men, people on social media, and the people that laugh at it is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, and another thing is
I do chuckle about some shit, but when it's somebody, I'm never gonna laugh at someone else's expense. Yeah, that's what the line is for me.
But it is like cliquish, get with-ish, and hey, I'm hoping I'm not at the butt of this, or I'm just trying to be cool, or whatever the case may be. But we did touch on that last. Yeah, we did. Hey, Ariel.
Hey, Ariel boo.
Has her ticket for Friday, so I will see you then.
I can't wait to see you.
Tone said you're gonna smoke with her.
Absolutely.
Tone gonna be smoking with these baby.
Period. If you ain't bitch, light up.
But yeah, it is still going on, and like you said, it gives. If it's a man, it gives simp. It gives corny.
Gives woman.
You know what I'm saying? It really gives woman. And they get mad at that, but you acting like a girl, and then for women it still gives 8th grade.
How does that?
You know what I'm saying?
But are they really thinking that it's funny?
Yes, because they have people laughing.
It's people that's laughing.
Yeah, as long as you have an audience, you're gonna do that. But what is the root of things? You know what I'm saying? What is it's people that's comedians and funny. Mm-hmm. We can tend to be funny. Mm-hmm. You know, people have to tell us,
bitch, we're hilarious.
We should do stand up.
We're fucking hilarious.
But again, like you said, at what expense and everything.
But our shit is never at the expense of someone else. And look, okay, I'm lying. Our shit sometimes is the expense of someone else. Like we just clowned the fuck out of Harrison with that W2 shit. But we're laughing with you, nigga. We're not laughing at you.
We did not clown.
We clowned the fuck out of Harrison, and JoJo joined in too. JoJo, you in on this too.
Miss Brown
Miss Brown to grab a drink. You know, but we laughing with Harrison, not at him. I think that's the difference.
Tone, you are so beautiful. Your skin is flawless and glowing. What are you doing and using?
Pregnant. It's like, no. I don't know, child, but I got a good skin day today.
Okay.
So more than Vaseline, that's all I use.
That's the OG. Everything that they bring out now, even the hair products, you need You need $50 worth of stuff. What did we used to use back in our day? Water, grease, and that was it. Maybe
and conditioner.
Maybe pink oil moisturizer. We used Suave shampoo for $1. We wasn't using $40 shampoos and
listen,
hey, I gotta set my hair and do this and do that. And everybody had hair back in the day.
I was looking.
Everybody had.
She can tell you my shit was. And I've washed my hair with soap when I was back in the day.
Everybody
bar
had hair.
soap.
Everybody bald headed now, but they using $100 worth of products.
Period.
So like you said, these skin regimens, water. What you use, Tone?
Soap, water, Dove sensitive,
Even
and
though I do
Vaseline.
use this turmeric soap.
Turmeric is good for to give you an even tone.
Yeah, I use the turmeric.
But I do, Akila, I do want to get my first facial. I do want to do that.
I do too. Maybe we should all do that.
Yeah.
What y'all want? Y'all
You think the niggas gonna come?
What?
Y'all niggas coming to
maybe facials and
y'all coming to the
massages and all
facials?
of that.
Well, we gotta get to the brunch first and see how that works.
Yeah, because we ain't never met up yet.
I know we ain't even seen y'all.
We done seen some of them. Okay, the last question of the night, and I promise we're leaving because y'all know we can ramble all night. Okay, how do you wake up mad or with a bad attitude? And I got this from a young gentleman like about 7 o'clock in the morning. He had made a post and I agreed with him like, damn, it's 7 o'clock and y'all already upset. And
yeah.
I mean, I know that people can go through things, and you know, I was speaking to a guy and you know, just like, hey, how your day going? How your day going so far at 6 a.m.? But anyway, how's your day going? And at like 6:30, he's like, it's bad. I'm stressed out. And I just feel like you put certain things on yourself. You know what I mean? You're making yourself bummed out. And once you put that on yourself that early in the morning, that's how your day's gonna go.
I agree with that to a certain extent.
Oh, hi Jermaine Hicks.
Hey Jermaine. Hey boy.
Jermaine, you want to come out to the game show Friday?
Of course he does.
It is the Wake and Bake edition. I don't know if you smoke, but even if you don't, it's a vibe.
Well, you can chew the gummy while I hit my J. Come on through, Jermaine.
And you can be a contestant if you're not scared. So many people are scared to be
Jermaine will be good in the go-go version. DC version.
So many people are scared to be contestants. Every time I ask somebody, let me see the first one first, or I'm too shy.
It's music trivia.
Okay, they're scared to get up there. They're scared to be.
Oh no, don't be scared to get up there.
You know what I mean?
Well, if I'm gonna know the answers or not, that's one thing. But don't be scared to get up there.
Yeah, Tone made it to the end, almost.
Somewhat.
Well, your team won and then you lost, but you know what I mean.
I lost on the lightning round because they came up with made up questions and made up artists. They was asking me who the fuck the originator was of this song. Bitch, Eazy-E was the originator, not the motherfuckers from the 60s. I didn't know them bitches. So yeah, I lost my lightning round, but I did make it to the lightning round.
Friday.
But
my mother always taught me to never wake up mad because everyone don't get a chance to wake up.
Okay, so that's exactly
Brown.
why I was Miss Brown. That's why I was exactly about to address. Motherfuckers always want to act like life is so jovial and so you're supposed to wake up like, yeah, no. Sometimes you wake up with a fucking attitude. If you're okay, let's say for instance you're at a job that you hate. And some days you can tolerate this motherfucking job, but some days you just don't feel like it. When you wake up, I don't fucking feel like it. I want to be anywhere else but this place. I'm going to exude that. That's not how I feel every day, but that's how I feel today. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Coolly.
So how do I wake up with an attitude? Bitch, I wake up with an attitude because I gotta do some shit that I know I don't feel like fucking doing.
Okay, I agree that everyone is susceptible to
I
having
don't
a
feel
bad
like you
day.
should always carry that. But let's be honest, everybody had a bad day sometimes.
Everyone can have a bad day, but I think we brought this up, I don't know, last week. So many people are mad and angry, even down to
now that's a
babies
different thing.
and 2-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like, what a 2-year-old or a 5-year-old? Why do you have an attitude? You know, I used to say that to probably my son. Like, what are you mad for? You don't have a care in the world. You have no reason to be mad or sad or upset. Get it together.
Even adult people. If you ain't got no job and somebody's providing for you in any capacity at any age, you have no right to have an attitude.
Okay, Cooley said he would be nervous because of me. Cooley, I don't host the show. So what you won't see me. I mean, you would see me, but I'm not gonna
she's not the background.
I'm not the focus. We have an amazing host and he will make you, comfortable. No Diddy.
And it's a lot of fun.
JoJo said we all go through stuff. things get hard, but some people just love to live in misery and be woe is me.
I agree with that.
That is what I'm speaking of, JoJo. Like you said, anybody can have a bad day, but this particular person I'm talking about, 6 of your 7 days is horrible. And then I'm a very jipper person. Like how I act is how I act mostly all the time.
True.
So, bitch, I don't want you. You're not gonna bring me down. Even if Sue called me and she in one of those moods, if I hear her getting mad and everything she says is a complaint, first thing as I say is, Sue, call me back.
Even if I'm in a group,
I don't want to talk.
Even if I'm in a group with them, if I come up like, hey, what y'all doing? They be like, bitch, I'm gonna come back tomorrow.
Yeah,
y'all ain't got the same energy I got today.
I don't like that.
So I definitely agree with that. But you are allowed to have a bad day. You are allowed to wake up mad sometimes. That's what happens.
Lakila said, one day I had a bad morning due to being late for work due to trying to find my badge. I was pissed and I couldn't find my keys. Then my boo started an argument with me. So yeah, I had a whole attitude.
See?
It happens. It happens.
It does.
And
you can't stay there though.
Yeah, okay. Harrison said, waking up mad is a choice. Life situation shouldn't be reflected on anyone else. You wake up every day, you have a chance and a choice to be happy or be sad. It's a choice.
Yeah, but life happens, Harrison. And I do agree with you on this, Harrison. You do have a choice.
Me too, Antonio. I can't deal with you. You a whole drain. You get blocked.
You do have a choice, Harrison. I do agree with that. But normally when I'm in states like that, I just stay to myself. I don't want to exude my negative energy on nobody else because I am a person that believes that energy is fucking real.
And it's transferable.
It's transferable. It's very real. So I don't want to. Those are the days that I go outside to do what I gotta do and come back home. I don't get on the phone. I don't get on social media. I stay to myself because I feel like I got an attitude.
Yeah.
Like even
so
sometimes I even say
yourself. Yeah.
Sunday when me and Tia was going out, Tia was like, bitch, because Tia said something about having the air on in her own vehicle. I got pissed off because she had the air in the vehicle. She had her air on.
I'm surprised.
I was like, roll the windows down. And why? She was like, bitch, I got the air on. I was like, why the fuck you got the air on? She was like, why you got an attitude? Because I got the air. I said, I got an attitude.
AC.
Right, but no, it had nothing to do with the AC. I just had an attitude today. And I actually said to her, bitch, I got an attitude today. Let me rewind and start.
Okay, that was good.
You know what I'm saying?
That,
yeah.
You took accountability, and accountability is very important.
So that's why I agree with Harrison. You have a choice. But how you feel for that day is not a choice. That's just how you feel for that day.
Miss Brown said, damn, I really agree with that, Harrison.
You do. You have a choice.
She agrees with it. So that concludes. If anybody's coming out Friday, we will see you then.
What time it start?
It starts at 8. Cooley, are you coming out? Miss Brown, are you coming out?
Yes.
Akila.
Yes.
Antonio.
Yes.
JoJo has been a contestant before.
Yes.
Tony, you want to be a contestant?
Tony would have did good on the gospel joint.
Yeah, Tony, think about being a contestant Saturday, Sunday, gospel. Anytime, of course, I would love for you guys to come out. And so that pretty much concludes the show for tonight.
And if you're just joining us now and you missed any part of the show,
so I didn't want to do that. It was wake and bake songs, but it was like wake and bake songs that you listen on the B side of an album that you never heard of. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was about to say. The only thing that's really, really making me excited about, well, not also the smoking during the show. Y'all know I had to put a little camera in.
But I'm going to be interested to see how you incorporate weed with the music trivia. I can't wait to see that. Every
category is done except for the bonus rounds. Now, the bonus round, I don't think that I'm going to be able to pull that out of. You know, I'm the shit.
And she's a non-smoker.
I'm the shit, but the bonus round, I'm gonna have to come up with something different. You know what I mean? So please come out.
Please come out, y'all. If you want to hit a J with me,
Cooley. Even
if you want to meet me, if you want to meet Tina,
you don't have to be a contestant.
Come on out.
It's Tone and them not playing. Only 6 people can play, but people are coming out.
Cooley, I'm coming to smoke.
To catch a vibe, be in an audience, chill. You can play it on your mobile device if you want, if you're scary. So you could come out and catch a vibe.
Yes,
I can bring some of the treats as well. Let me know. Harrison, please do that. Harrison, it's Friday at the warehouse, which is the door right next door to Ivy City Smokehouse. And so come on out. We'll have food vendors and all of this.
Weed vendors.
Yeah.
But Harrison, if you want your own shit, bring it. Yeah, you can definitely bring it. I'm bringing my own shit.
Okay, child. All the smokers gonna be able to make it the whole show. I don't know. Hopefully.
That's
how do
the
they
challenge.
act?
That's the challenge.
Hopefully the stoners can
Be
stone
sleep
on
or
through.
eating and that ain't listening.
Yeah.
We gonna see.
It's
but
gonna be fun. It's gonna be a
definitely
vibe.
come out.
Yeah.
If you want to meet either one of us, if you want to be a contestant,
If y'all want to meet me, I'll.
Bitch, she gonna be doing all of that in the front. If you want to do it all. But if you missed any part of this show, make sure you are tuned into our YouTube channel, Talks with Tony and Tina. Make sure you're liking our Instagram page, Talks with Tony and Tina. Make sure you're liking our fucking Facebook page, Talks with Tony and Tina. And we'll see you guys next week.
2 and 2, Chuck Willery.
No, bitch, you